And hey, look at you all swinging on the rafters. You think you're such a big shot, do you? I bet I could beat you in a race. Your arms against my web. Let's go, buddy, through the forest right now. Well, Monkey jumped down. He was not going to take that kind of challenge lightly. They both ran for the forest. Anansi threw a web up onto a branch. Monkey grabbed hold, and they went swinging through the forest until Anansi stopped and pointed a trembling arm. And then another. And then another. He has them to spare, you see. Monkey, look at that. Monkey looked. Huh, that is one strange moss-covered rock. All of a sudden, a force picked the monkey up, threw him back against a tree. Oy, he was knocked out for 3 hours. In that time, Anansi went back to Monkey's house, picked up all the bananas, plus a secret stash of plantains, and took them back to his house, putting them in his pantry. Now, I hate to tell you this, but you were not unobserved. Rabbit was watching this entire time. Now, it takes one trickster to know another, really. And so Rabbit decided that perhaps her little friend needed a lesson in manners, because this was not fair for Anansi to go around stealing other people's stuff. You know what I mean? So, Rabbit went and timidly knocked on Anansi's door. I know you hate this part, don't you? Yeah. But he answered it, and there was Rabbit, twining her fingers around her ear. Hi, Anansi. I have this problem. I have too many greens in my garden. There's all sorts of collard greens and turnip greens and all sorts of stuff. And I grow too much. Would you mind coming over to dinner to have a bite with me? And then, you could take some home if you want to. Now, I don't know if you know this. I mean, most people think that spiders just bug slushies. But, my friend's favorite food? Greens. Yeah, he had kale before kale was popular. Oh, sauteed in a little bit of olive oil with salt and pepper. Throw it in your pasta. Even the traditional way of boiling it till it was dead and adding vinegar. Yeah, he's all about it. So he just started salivating as soon as Rabbit started talking. And he started following her home, not even able to speak. He was so excited. Well, Rabbit pulled out everything out of her cabinet and began to make dinner. And all of a sudden, she just started getting all of a fluster. Oh no. I'm so embarrassed. I mean, I was gonna make pasta with the greens and the olive oil and a nice aioli, but I don't have any basil. How could I do this without basil? Anansi wrapped a couple of arms around her shoulders. It's okay. Let me help you. You are so kind inviting me to dinner. Let me help you. I just remembered. There was a patch of wild basil out in the forest this morning when I was taking a walk. Why don't you come with me into the forest? We'll have a nice stroll. You'll find the basil. We'll come back and have dinner. Yeah? Well, Rabbit knew exactly what he was up to, so she readily agreed. They went to the forest. Anna began to walk down the path. Suddenly, Anansi stopped. He pointed one trembling arm, and then another, and another, and another. Rabbit, look at that! Rabbit looked. I don't know what you're talking about, Anansi. He shook his arms in frustration. "No, Rabbit, look over there." "I don't see any basil over there, Anansi. What are you talking about?" "Rabbit, look at that strange moss-covered rock." Of course, the spider was picked up and thrown against a tree, and he was knocked out for the next 4 hours, which was plenty of time for Rabbit to go back to Anansi's house, take the bananas and plantains to Monkey, take all of the melons, the honeydew, the cantaloupe, the watermelon, to her friend Elephant. And then she went back to her own house, where she pulled a nice jar of basil out of the back of the cabinet, decorated her beautiful pasta, sat down, had a very peaceful meal. And though she knew that Anansi would probably try this stuff again, she and her neighbors would have a lovely harvest, at least for the time being. Trust tricksters to be exactly who they are. That's just all there is to it. But I hope you have a fantastic Fool's Day. Honor the trickster in your own life, and you'll be able to roll with the punches.